swim through some garbage, baby. We got plenty this week.
Oh, absolutely.
This one feels like it's eons ago. I think this one was last Sunday. So it's something you would think most people who are plugged in have seen, where she said, you know, there's free speech and then there's hate speech, and there is no place, especially now, especially after what happened to Charlie in our society. We will absolutely target you, go after you if you are targeting anyone with hate speech. You wrote a question in here, because I put it in here that was related to it, which is good, which is hate speech free speech? And my answer to that is yes. What would your answer to that be as a generalization?
Yeah, unequivocally, yes.
Yeah, yo. And it's crazy because, and it's obvious and it's low-hanging fruit, but I'm still going to say it. This, you know, MAGA is woke now because the same arguments that they were making, that they were upset about with the whole, like, SJW era, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, they think, like, they can censor people because people are mean and hate speech. Like, they're doing the exact same thing. Now, I get annoyed because, like, does Pam Bondi represent the entire, like, MAGA? No. But they do seem to be in pretty lockstep. So
it does seem to be it seems to be the vibe at the moment in
lockstep?
MAGA world.
Sure. Is that
lockstep about,
yeah, no
you
doubt.
know, this is the
which
kind
you're
of
the
speech
woke
that
which
is
you're the woke now.
unacceptable.
It's crazy how hypocritical it is and how much they don't care. And, like, we know why they don't care, because, like, as long as it helps their side, they, like, hypocrisy has been left behind by, like, a lot of people in an unfortunate way in the last like, you know, whatever amount of years. So we know why that they don't care about the hypocrisy. It just sucks that, like, it's so obvious. Like, you know,
Yeah.
the same
I will say
people that complained about the SJWs. Go ahead. It's just
there
ridiculous,
are
man.
public conservative figures that are pushing back a little bit on this, but for the most part, I've not heard much outrage about the Jimmy Kimmel firing. And it seems like Trump he's sort of alluding to the fact that it was because Kimmel had bad ratings is really why he got fired. But it's come out now, and the FCC, I don't know what the name of the head of the FCC is, but he basically confirmed it himself.
Yeah.
Was that they sent out to local stations saying, if you air this, we're going to pull your licenses. Like, that is,
dude,
objectively.
And I want to keep bashing the
anti-free
same
speech.
people who used to fight against this in what I always felt was a dumb and, like, unserious, bad faith way. Where are the Twitter files people when Elon bought Twitter? Like, this is the shit that you said they were doing then 10 times. Where are you? What are you saying? I don't care. I'm not going to go look them up. I don't give a fuck. But it's just annoying because you kept hearing that shit all the time. And then this slaps you in the face and you're like, you know, and it's a joke online. We all see it. Where are my free speech warriors? Where the fuck are they? Like, so dumb.
Where are they?
Where are they? Come on now. But it just feels so stupid to say out loud because it's so obvious. But go ahead.
Yeah, it's super frustrating. I don't know. It's the silence is what it is, because I feel like there's a lot of MAGA who quietly understand that implicitly there's something wrong there, but they're fine with it because it's Jimmy Kimmel, aka someone who wasn't part of their team.
It's correct. Right.
They don't give a fuck
like,
if you're.
Right.
They believe in the rights, in theory, in principle, and particularly if you're someone that agrees with them. That's crazy to me.
It's nuts, man. I also put that, and I'm sure a lot of people have seen it. I'm sure you have too. I put that Charlie Kirk tweet in there where he literally talks about how hate speech is, like, not what Pam Bondi is saying, what she is saying here, which is just, and she does it in the name of Charlie. This quote, you know, it's just all so. They don't care. They don't care. Whatever their team is advancing is what they will do. That is what they will do.
Yeah.
You do say there's a couple people on the fringes. There are, but, I mean, it's tough.
There are. I think Tucker Carlson, out of all people,
yeah,
was against sort of the utilization of Kirk's death for some.
And I do think, in the defense of civil freedoms, any wins are good wins, regardless, because these are so important. I will stand with anybody who's willing to stand on true free speech and just not worry about the rest of it, because in the moment you just need to hold the line. You know what I'm saying? But we know how I wax poetically about our civil freedoms. But yeah, they're important.
It's just you the rights you believe in should be consistent for whoever. And I'm so tired of politics being a team sport because it's just nothing's honest. It's all emotions. It's all just red versus blue, whatever the fuck, and it's just tiring.
And it's driven by an idea that like you hate the other team, like, period.
Right.
It's
It is
like,
us
that's so
and
dumb.
it is them.
It's bigotry. I'm trying to say the right
The
words.
thing
I almost said
that's-
racism. That's not right. It's bigotry.
That
It
is
just
not
doesn't make any
right.
sense. Go ahead.
I heard something to the effects from a friend of a friend.
Yeah.
It was something to the effect of after Kirk was killed. It was something referring to they killed him, or like it's us versus them, which is so
That's when you're just
ethereal.
Your brain is poisoned. So poisoned.
Right. I mean, you're just ascribing this to anybody that doesn't agree with you politically is insane.
Yep.
You just can't do that because what you do is you just further dehumanize.
Correct.
Right. And like I can also speak to, and I know we don't want to dwell on this point too much, but I can also speak to the disgust I had with some people, and this is a completely different topic. But, well, not completely different. It's in the same vein, but the response on the left too. I don't know. There were elements of it, and again, we all get exposed to like the worst takes. That's just the nature of the internet. But seeing some of the stuff that was catching traction, that was just very just dehumanizing entirely.
But just like the idea that the person who is like shaping everything as an us versus them, one person on the left doesn't mean the entire left. Like there are people who suck. That is a thing.
Correct.
Inside of any area, whatever the fuck, any group, there are people that stink, and it's unfortunate, and we wish they weren't that, way.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. But yeah, I agree. There's people that you're just like, why would you say this? This is such a bad look. This is inappropriate. This doesn't do anything. Because you want to believe that we're all, at the end of the day, earnestly trying to figure out how to come together in ways that we can as a society to like move forward in positive ways. But that's not jiving with.
No, that is
right.
That is the vibe that tears us apart. That is the vibe.
Exactly.
And again, it goes back to that. It's that team sports thing, right? Like, say you're some chronically online leftist person who, for some reason, was a fan of what happened. It's all fun and games until it's a guy that you like. You know what I mean? It's that team sports mentality, and it's just
as much as people probably don't want to hear this. I also had this thought after it happened, where, well, if you watch any of my other garbage that I put out, I'm very pro freedom.
Sure.
In all the ways. But including in some ways to make the argument, I'm pro, like, if you murder someone, the idea is that you've taken the freedom of their life to live. Because the idea is, like, murder is always bad, even when the person you strongly disagree with, because as long as they weren't being violent, they always had a chance to change as well. Like, they still had a freedom of a life to live, and you've taken that. And, like, regardless of who that person is, unless that person was being outwardly violent to you, that's a different story. But if that person wasn't and you've taken their life, like that's always a disgusting act, because you've taken the freedom of someone's life to live. Again, you could even I disagree with them. It's like, okay, but they could have, people change their mind, people do this, do that, like, yeah. So, but again,
just to bring it all the way back,
doesn't represent the group. Get away from that group think, people. Sorry, go ahead.
Correct. Well, I'm also of the opinion that all of the takes that you see online represent probably 20% of the general public. You know what I mean? It is
and it interacts with the interactions online are way different than in real life, so they're just more toxic and groupthink. Go ahead.
Yeah, because everyone's looking just for clicks and to clown on someone and to meme and to... Right, it's all just fucking trolley games and people getting way too in their feels. Yeah.
Just a bad faith factory.
Oh
Factory
man,
of
it
sadness, as you
genuinely
would say. Yeah.
watching the response to Charlie Kirk, like the whole
It's
event,
tough, dude. It's tough.
has really solidified my belief in the idea that the way we communicate online is just absolutely nothing but a negative for the discourse at large. Like,
crazy.
I almost am convinced at this point that we could delete the internet and we would be much better people for it
100%.
very quickly.
100%. Dude, I watched...
And then, like, it sucks that that's how I feel about it, right? Because all it is mass
Yeah,
information.
it's true.
So why has it been bastardized to this extent?
I mean, you know, though, because it's the dopamine hits that people get, and I was watching this, and I've always watched a few of these over the years. This video that was arguing for boredom and how smartphones and the modern age take away boredom, where boredom makes you reflect, even give life purpose, think through things, which is always true. I'm always like, oh, shit, I should put my phone away more, you know? But that's how it all happens. These dopamine hits, and everyone's on there. Everyone's constantly thinking about shit.
Yeah.
Get into a group think, you know.
Well, it's also, you know, you have
Tough.
social media. You have social media platforms that are incentivized to
Right.
keep you engaged.
Right.
And the things that are most easily
Those
engageable
dopamine
with
hits.
are ones that emotionally involve you. How do
dopamine
you
hits,
do
yeah.
that? You just churn out, you know, rage bait. You churn out bad takes.
Right.
You churn out.
Let's say you're an activist pre-internet days in your community, whatever. You would have a mostly normal life, but you would have these events. You'd have these things that you would do because you're an activist to push an agenda, to push a way forward, blah, 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 blah. But you would have more of a life. Dude, nowadays you're an activist. What are you, just online, Twitter, just like absolutely just like needing to slam the fucking send button every 10 minutes just to like get a dopamine hit? And I'm not even accusing anyone of anything. It's just a different world. And if you do lean in an activist bent, now you have a way to like be engaged 24/7 in pursuit of that. That's just like a bad combination for people and their mental health, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, random thoughts, but
Well, I mean,
all right. Any other
it's-
thoughts
to
on
me
this?
it
Yeah.
is. Yeah, no, it's just I know that was a bit of an aside, and we can
No,
bring
that
it
was
back
excellent.
to
That was excellent.
because I do think that full circle that the Trump and his ghouls are going to use this to leverage taking some real action against some groups. The Jimmy Kimmel thing felt like a litmus test, and the fact that we like quietly that has just happened. I suppose not quietly, but nobody's really outraged about it. It feels like the litmus test for how far can we take this. Because if you listen to Stephen Miller on Fox News the other day, he's talking about tracking down leftist groups, whatever that
What does that
ethereal
even
term
mean? What a
means.
dumb
Right,
like.
exactly. Finding the funding.
Where's
setting
the Black
DOJ
Panther
after.
Party? It's like, okay, dude, 1975 is looking for you. Go ahead.
Well, it's like what Trump the other day with
So
the
dumb, man.
Antifa executive order. It's like, dude, that's such
Dude,
a
that's not even like a
non-centralized
centralized
thing.
You got it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
like, what are we doing? What ghosts are we chasing here? What are we fighting? We're fighting shadows.
Yeah, I don't. And
Because
why? Like
to just
yeah.
to chalk up any sort of energy on the left that is anti-MAGA as just paid groups and activism and you know what I mean,
people-
extremist quote unquote ideas is insane.
Yeah. For now, Jimmy Kimmel was fired. I just
Yeah.
and I know this is how this. I'm gonna look like an idiot because I know this how this creeps. I couldn't see like someone like Jimmy Kimmel, sometime within Trump's term, going to jail for it instead of just being fired. That would be.
I
Could you
guess we'll see.
that happening? I mean, that's a fair answer.
We'll
but-
see.
Yeah,
I
that's a
don't
fair
know.
answer.
I really don't know now.
That's a fair answer.
And
No,
I had
I
a
hear ya.
tinfoil hat thought today.
I mean, they're
which
going
don't know
after
if I
Tish
should
James.
share, but
Like, come on, let's be real about that. Go ahead.
I had a tinfoil thought tinfoil hat thought today, which I'm not going to expand on too much, but I could see a
Yeah, let's not
world
do that.
where the
Yep.
Stephen Miller and the J.D. Vance and the Peter Thiels collaborate to create an emergency that extends
So
the power that they take.
I don't
if that makes
understand how
sense.
people don't see this world when January 6th is a thing. I was watching an interview with Kyle Kalinske and some guy recently, and he said that, and I've always felt that way. I think maybe I've said that too, but I definitely heard it there. It was like, okay. It's like, of course Trump's going to try to stay in power. He did. What do you, January 6th, bro? You know what I'm saying?
I go back
So-
and forth on it.
But okay, fine. That's fine. You do you. But there's history, right? I mean, that's
Well,
facts.
for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
But I hear you.
Well,
I mean, you do
we'll
you.
see.
I'm-
I mean,
yeah.
presidential
math, how
race
you do
starts
Yeah,
starts turning up about 24 months beforehand or shortly after midterms, so we'll see.
That was a nice ramble. We
Um,
appreciate you. We appreciate you.